Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Angie Method. Well, it is fall and I feel like I haven't done a grocery haul or meal prep video in a while, so I'm going to show you what I've been making for the fall. Surprise! It looks exactly the same as the summer because remember, we like to have our staple foods, the foods that fill us up, keep our energy stable, that make us feel good, good digestion, all that stuff. So really our protein sources and our veggies and our starchy carbs, they don't change all that much. I might just change the way I prepare them to maybe be a bit more cozy type meals for the season, but I thought I'd show you what's going on today as far as what I picked up at the grocery store and what I'm prepping. So we're gonna start with your go-to chicken breast. So I'm gonna do Instant Pot chicken, and then the way I've kind of been changing it up for the season is I make my Instant Pot chicken, so my shredded chicken. I'll make carrots in the Instant Pot, which I'm gonna show you how easy it is to do, and then you can turn it into your own chicken soup or chicken tortilla soup. So I have broth on hand, I would have the chicken and the carrots ready to go, and then I have noodles, and it's kind of nice, especially if you are someone who is trying to manage your carbs or your macros, then you can manipulate it the way you want it. So then I'll build the chicken soup to have higher volume of chicken, I'll throw in extra veggies, I can manipulate the noodles for how many carbs I want, and it's a quick, easy way to do it. Other thing, I make my own turkey breast sausage. So I use ground turkey breast, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna make that today. And I'll season it with some Walden Farms syrup and some other like warmer spices. So this is a staple I always have on hand. Pick that up today. My go-to veggies. I never get tired of zucchini noodles. So I know you've seen in my episodes before the way that I bake them so they don't get watery. So I'm gonna spiral up a bunch of zucchini noodles. My favorite spiralizer is the Axo brand one. I'll show you what that looks like. Other veggies, I always have asparagus and spinach on hand. Starchy carbs, I'm pretty much just doing sweet potatoes right now, and then I have carrots that are a little bit higher carb. Okay, so then other things we always have on hand, these Cowboy Cookies from our local store, HEB. So good. So the boys like these, I like these as my little sweet treat at the end of the night. But yeah, main veggies, zucchini, spinach, asparagus, frozen green beans. I have protein. I'm gonna have chicken breast in the Instant Pot, ground turkey breast made into sausage, and then we're going to grill thinner chicken breast and chicken thighs. So here, come on over to the refrigerator. What I have found, sometimes when you get those really thick chicken breasts, they end up being like rubbery in the inside. So I've been buying the thinner chicken breast so we can grill those. And generally Paul does them with just salt and pepper, maybe some like McCormick's barbecue rub seasoning, and then we have chicken thighs. So really, we're stocked with protein. That's our meal prep, that's our staple foods. We have easy go-to, so we have Greek yogurt, we have cottage cheese. That's pretty much what's going on in there. And then I have eggs and egg whites. And so I'm gonna get prepping. Today, I'm gonna be having Paul grill the chicken. So I'll have him fill us in on appropriate times for that, for the thinner breast and the thighs. I'm gonna make Instant Pot chicken, I'm gonna make Instant Pot carrots, and I'm gonna make that turkey breast. And then I'll show you how to turn it into a few meals. Okay, this could not be more easy. And this is why you need an Instant Pot if you don't have one. I took the carrots, large, loose carrots, chopped off the ends, did not peel them, so they're ready to go. I already have some in my pot with the grate in there. So I'm gonna throw those in there. Paul and I, we might just have these as is, as a side with our protein. I like to mix it in with my bowls. So I'll do like zucchini noodles with the carrot, the shredded chicken. I'll put on some like G. Hughes orange ginger sauce, whatever it is. And then it's 1 cup of water. So it's just a super easy recipe and a nice carbohydrate to have on hand. And I feel like kids like it too. So the other thing you can do is when it comes out, sometimes for the boys, I'll put a little bit, one of them was playing with it, which means my knob is hidden somewhere. So I'm gonna have to find the knob valve. But once I do, I am going to just hit manual and I'm gonna set this for 3 minutes. That is it. When it's done, fast release it and you will have perfectly steamed carrots. Now I gotta find that. Okay, found it. Manual, 3 minutes, let it go, fast release. Now we're moving on to the turkey breast sausage. Okay, ground turkey breast sausage coming up. So here, let me move my Christmas candle. So what I'm gonna do is I put the ground turkey breast in there, and I did spray the pan because it doesn't have much fat and I don't want it to stick. So I'm gonna start seasoning. I'm gonna show you my blend that I use. So I'm gonna do kosher salt. You can always add more, so I just do like a generous sprinkle of that. I like it spicy. Like when I buy sausage, I like the spicier kind, so I'm doing red pepper flakes for that. Okay, ground sage. I feel like that is a big part of when you have turkey sausage. And so I'm gonna do a good amount of ground sage, and it also just kind of makes you feel like you are at Thanksgiving. Onion powder. I don't know why, but I just love onion powder. Sometimes I'll do chopped onion, but that's a lot of work, so I'm not all about that. Cinnamon. I know it sounds weird, but honestly, add it. It's a really nice flavor. So sprinkle of cinnamon, Italian seasoning, going in. And then maple syrup, the Walden Farms, is what's going to tie it all together. So, in with the Walden. Give it a generous drizzle all the way around. Oh, I forgot one spice. Hold on. I feel like you can't have sausage without rosemary. So let me give this a toss. I'll grab my rosemary. We'll be good to go. So what do I like to do with this? Okay, once it's made, and sometimes I do patties, so you can also do patties, but I also don't sometimes have the patience to patty them up. So I just make it as ground turkey sausage, but I'll mix it inside of my omelets. I like doing it with the zucchini noodles, and then I might mix in some of the carrots or whatever and do it as more of like a sweet type bowl. I sometimes will add barbecue sauce, like a G. Hughes barbecue, or even ketchup, and then I'll turn it into a sloppy Joe. So yeah, no, it's not like the exact same flavor profile, but it's pretty good. And it's just a combination of those seasonings. Okay, get that heat going a little bit. Let me grab the rosemary, and then protein number 1 is done. Carrots are almost done. I'll show you that when we're finished, and then I'll throw the chicken in the Instant Pot, and this is how quick and easy meal prep can be. Moving on to Veggie Prep. So this is the one that I like. I'll link it in the comments below, but it's the OXO brand of the zucchini spiraler. I just have found that it works really nice, and you can do a lot of creative things. Like you can use the spaghetti cut, it has the fettuccine cut, it has the ribbon curl. You can do yellow squash, zucchini, beets, whatever you're feeling. But anyway, I have a lot of people that say, oh my God, it just seems like a really overwhelming task. Well, first, if that's the case, buy it from the grocery store. They do have it already pre-spiraled for you. Oh yeah, it's a little bit pricey, but if you have a good tool and you are planning appropriately of when you do it, you can get it done in a flash. So I got it ready to go. I just wet the bottom of it slightly with my hand, and so that will secure it. So then you just move your thing down. Now it's set in one place. All I did was trim off the ends of the zucchini. I have my baggies, my gallon-sized baggies ready to go for storage. I have spiraled this before, and it has lasted in the Ziploc baggies for like a good week and a half. So when I do it, I do a lot of it because then I'm not having to get the equipment out every time. But this also goes in the dishwasher, so it's easy cleanup. Okay, so the bigger end I put towards where the blade is, I push it in. This part has like little spikies, so that's gonna attach to the other end. Here's the handle, and then you just spiral away, and I'm gonna show you how quick and easy it is. No, I'm not gonna make you watch me spiral for like all of these, but I'll show you how quick one is. Now, sometimes if I'm feeling like a really good mom, I let the boys help me. They love this job, and they call it zini. Is that what they call it? I think it's zini. Anyway, as soon as I'm done, what I love is they like the insides of it. And so the more I get them involved in helping me in the kitchen, the more they want to have whatever we're having. So then when it comes off, see how easy that slid off? They love this part. So I'll save that for them for later. But then let me show you. It's like perfectly spiraled noodles. And then, as I mentioned, I bake them because when I've made them in the pan, which is quick, it's easy, they get really watery. And people are like, how do you make them not watery? I don't know when it comes to the pan. But when you bake them, it's just a sheet pan with parchment paper, 350, the noodles on the parchment paper with nothing. No seasoning, no butter, nothing like that. Put them in there for about 20, 25 minutes, and they are perfect noodle consistency, no water. So that's pretty much what I do every single day. Because in my staple foods, I don't get tired of them because I know how to cook them, I know how to prep them easily, and I know how to make them taste good. So that is Veggie Prep number 1. The only other thing I'm gonna do is throw some green beans from the freezer into the microwave and have my asparagus on hand to steam or roast later, and I'm good to go with Veggie Prep. That's a lot of steam. Okay, well, while that finishes up, turkey breast sausage is ready to go. So now that's stored, if you are tracking in something like MyFitnessPal, when I put this in there, I just look for a cooked version of turkey breast, just so I don't have to remember the whole raw to cooked conversion. As long as you're tracking the way you track consistently, that's all that matters. I know if you go out there and you start reading it, like, you should track it raw. Who cares? If you do it the same way all the time, your numbers will be similar anyway. So, turkey breast sausage ready to go. Now, we're ready to show you the carrots. Look how tender they are. They just can easily pierce with a fork. I mean, it is the easiest way to make carrots. And I did something like this for Christmas dinner last year where I par cooked them. So I even did a little bit less with the carrot just to kind of get it going. And then I had cut it into more wedges, and I did fresh rosemary, cinnamon, a little bit of smoked paprika, and I think it was a little bit of maple syrup, and I roasted it in the oven as one of our side dishes to our beef tenderloin, and man, was that good. But now, all I have to do is move it to my glass container, and then Paul and I are ready to go, or the boys, if they so choose, they will eat it, to mix it into different stuff, to have it as is, to toss with some maple syrup. Pretty easy. And, oh, you know what else is really good? When you do hash, you take the carrots as your base instead of a sweet potato, mix in some veggies, like saute them up, put the ground turkey sausage on top with an egg. So good. So, I've got turkey ready. I've got carrots ready. I'm gonna switch, do the Instant Pot chicken. Zucchini is already spiraled. Paul's gonna grill up the other 2 chickens, and we're ready to rock and roll. Okay, so I got that zucchini going, but game changer. Sounds so silly. Buy the parchment paper that are already the pre-cut sheets. It makes baking so easy, whether you're baking sweet potato fries, regular fries, frozen fries, zucchini noodles, cookies, and then it is just, whoop, put it on that sheet, one and done. You can throw it away when you're done. Okay, but truth, I actually use them like 3 times in a row when it's zucchini noodles because it doesn't really like make a mess. And so zucchini is in. I set the timer for 20 minutes at 350. And while my zoodles are baking, I'm gonna go outside. The boys are really into Mickey Mouse right now. That's what they were for Halloween. I have a surprise blow up to go with their giant snow globe snowman blow up. So I'm gonna try to get that up and some little presents lit outside. So when they come home from daycare, they're super excited. So I'm gonna go do that while these bake. And then I'll show you how I'm gonna turn it into a meal with all that food I prepped. Okay, so I most likely have shared this before because, well, I eat staple foods. I really like the same thing. Anyway, this is my veggie hash with ground turkey sausage. A fried egg or some scrambled eggs or egg whites would be super tasty on this, but this is what I had time for, and this is what I came up with. So I got my zoodles with my steamed carrots, my ground turkey sausage, and I did some fresh spinach. So I make the I make the zucchini in the oven, like I showed you. The carrots were in the Instant Pot. The turkey was on the stove. So the spinach I actually like with a little bit of that raw crunch to it. So I put it on the bottom of the bowl, and then I toss everything else that's hot through, and it just wilts it perfectly. And then I'm gonna top it with a little bit of parm and some fresh parsley for a different little flavor profile. Now, I seasoned it once it was all in here. Like, the turkey itself has a lot of seasoning, right? Because I made it like sausage, but I added red pepper flakes, so extra of those, a little extra onion powder and salt, and then I drizzled a little Walden Farms syrup on it, and it's really yummy. So that's how I did it. I was in the mood for a sweet and spicy flavor profile with a little pop of a fresh herb. And there we go, meal in minutes. Okay, I'm doing this one-handed. So remember, this is how fast the Instant Pot chicken is. Dump, dump, one more. I'm doing like, I think 2 pounds, but that's because we're also grilling chicken. I don't need quite that much. Well, now I'm in a pickle because my hands are dirty. However, I'm gonna use kosher salt, and today what I have on hand is distilled white vinegar. You could use rice wine vinegar or apple cider vinegar. I'm going to put it on top of the chicken. I'm gonna mix it up until it's covered, and then I'm gonna hit this on the meat button for 35 minutes, and then I'll fast release it. That's it. So now it's ready to go, so you can see. People always ask how much vinegar I use. See how it just lightly covers the bottom? But you gotta make sure you get in there and mix it up. Now I'm gonna put that lid on. Make sure I got my valve set to seal because I made those carrots. And there I go, meat button, 35 minutes once it's up to pressure. Woo! Woo! Steaming hot. All right, check it out though. It just falls apart. Like, you don't even have to use 2 forks. That's how tender it is. And let me tell you what I've been loving with cozier weather. Okay, so I call them man cakes, or you can call them chicken and waffles, whatever you want. But I take the Instant Pot shredded chicken. I mix it with a serving or 2 of the Kodiak protein waffle mix. And then I'll either mix it with almond milk, or sometimes I use egg whites to even bump up the protein more. Or you can use a full egg and that'll give it a little bit extra fat to bind it together. Fry them up like pancakes, or you can put them in a waffle maker, and it's like your own variation of chicken and waffles. And I serve it with some Frank's buffalo sauce on top and some Walden Farm syrup. It won't disappoint. You should have it. Okay, so that is a day of meal prep. I make everything super simple, super easy. It's staple foods, so they're gonna be protein foods, carbohydrates, veggies, your micronutrients, and your good fats. A lot of the prep comes with the protein. So you saw us do chicken thighs, chicken breast on the grill, chicken breast in the Instant Pot. I did the turkey breast sausage, and then I have my staples in the fridge, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, egg whites. As simple as that. Once that is made, because that's your main source of your plate, everything else is easy. You can take help from the store, from prepackaged rice or frozen rice to, frozen fries. You can have beans, whatever it is, oat packets. It's simple. So the starch of your carbs, those are a breeze. Rice in the Instant Pot, sweet potatoes in the Instant Pot. Just make what you like and what you're good at making and what you can taste good. Take it, turn it into a meal, put a flavor on it that you like or in the mood for, and that's meal prep. Easy as that. So if you like today's episode and you want more meal prep ideas or more staple food ideas, more grocery hauls, let me know in the comments. And I just want to say thank you so much for checking out the Angie Method. If you could do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you get notified for future episodes.